Good afternoon, Gman Division 4E. This is your Week 1 recap. Wow.
Well, hey.
Hey, here we go. We're finally here, and I got good old Quiggy with me now then, Quiggy. How are you doing, buddy?
Yeah, good, you man?
Yeah, if re-rolling's good, yeah, I'm alright, mate. I'm alright. I fucked up a few stocks for everybody who was stupid enough to back me.
Yeah.
But, you obviously got to a good start. So that's okay. You got to win. Hunter got to win. I got to fucking put in the ground. But yeah, it's great that we're here. It's gonna be great that we're gonna finally get to see what these teams have done. It was a bit of a crazy week. Unfortunately, a lot of them didn't take the level up. So I'm really hoping the reason is because they wanted our knowledge what to take and not that they was really lazy and decided not to. So, without further ado, let's have a look at what happened week 1. My mouse decides to play ball. Right, so...
With a lot of draws, a lot of 1-1 draws,
yeah,
a lot of 2-1 wins.
Yeah. What is all this? So let's go to the first game then. Rebbl Supremacy versus Maze of Torment. Rebbl Supremacy got a very nice win, 2-1 win. Just a 3-arm break, but again, you don't expect any sort of else to really do that. Against 9 armor breaks... Good old Vale and Mayo there getting himself a level up. 50% ball possession for the high elf, so that's always good. As people know who've been in my recaps before, listen to me, I am a big thing on ball possession. If you have more ball possession, especially if you clock in 65-70%, more times than not, you ain't losing. Worst case scenario, you'll get a draw. 4 passes, 4 catches, so I like that, so he's probably farming as well. So that's a really smart thing for him to do. Got an injury as well, so I get 2 XP for that. Maze Torment, on the other hand, 2 passes, 2 catches, so that's a bit interesting. So a bit of undead funkiness going on there. He did get more blocks, but unfortunately the elf armor held. That's a disgrace.
Yeah, it's only the 1 injury each.
Yeah. Dear me. And they say food's bad for you, not obviously this lot. XP wise, it was quite a good day for both, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, they both got a few passes, both got at least 1 touchdown.
I mean, 17 points for Rebbl Supremacy was really good, and 12 for Maze of Torment. And good old Devil Fraz got himself a point. Good old Devil Fraz, loving that. Obviously, we'll have a look at level ups and deaths and injuries and all that later on. But Rebbl Supremacy, they'll be happy to get off to a winning start. Seems pretty good. 2-1. Kicker gets the XP, MVP.
Yeah, it looks nice. I don't think there's any bad injuries on either side, but I've not had a look at the injuries yet.
Oh, I've got them all down here as the misses. And let's have a look a moment. Right, so we got Healed to Death versus Tyrion's Trial by Combat. Now, there's some irony on this one later on, but we won't go into it now. But that's a solid draw for the Nagel. 1-1, early doors.
MVP on his strength up pesticle is nice.
Yeah, that's really nice. So he's only 2 XP away now from getting level.
Same with Metal is a Womble, isn't he?
Yeah, good old Metal is a Womble. He's 2 off as well, isn't he?
So, Tyrion's Trial by Combat mentioned somewhere, I saw, that there was a lot of arguments going on with Metal about his team, which is why his team ended up having Metal is a Womble and various metal slurs. It's
quite good, but Metal says to me, if you name something after me, it never does any good. So it'll be interesting to see how them Metal players do. But I think against a Dwarf team, I think both teams will be happy because, it was a solid game. Ball possession was not much in it. Obviously no passes or catches to do good. 51 blocks v 52, 2 injuries each, 2 KOs to 1. It all seemed, looking at the stats, it seems like a draw. Yeah, seems like a draw was the right call. SPP was always hard to get for Nagel. They ended with 12 points, and Metal is a Womble with 7 points. Look at him go, and 12 points as well for the Nagel. So all right. Without seeing the game, we're going to go by the stats.
As long as there's no nasty injuries, they're both going to be fairly alright with that.
Yeah, something happened to Trial by Combat. We'll get into that soon, yeah. But yeah, that's a pretty good one. Right. Oh, now then, one of the teams I was big on, And I actually bought shares in this team, I think, but obviously the cut point was already gone. So I was like, really? If he wins, it's going to cost me more money. But anyway, I'm glad he won because I tipped him to be up there. The backhand bashing boomers.
Before we move on, I bought shares in Rebbl Supremacy, which is the one I backed to win, and they also won. So we're actually we're both joint on our picks. So
yeah, pretty good. And that bullshit, you got a draw. But apparently these results I had doesn't count for my shares. It just makes me buy them more expensive.
Oh, it's next week, is it?
Yeah. So they've actually not done us a favour. But I'll let off the boomers because I wanted them to do well. But they got a 2-1 win.
A lot as SPP.
Yeah, Atissa Tunes actually had a bit more ball possession as well, but unfortunately couldn't get it done. Blocks were very similar. A few passes again. We've seen a few passes in this league. Was pretty good. One death as well. The backhand bashing boomers killed something. Boom, boom, boom.
Excellent.
So that's pretty good. But yeah, again, SPP wise. Oh, look at the backhand bashing boomers. Everyone's getting involved, weren't they? That's what 17. You want to see. 17 points, I said, for them, and 11 for the Taste of Tunes with Corn Slippy Nuts getting 5 points. Gotta love that, and bum full of rashes. I'm not even going there. But yeah, not bad at all. So at least we've seen a death. That's always good.
Yeah.
So Southern Wildlings and Chicago Bolshoi, we know there's 2 deaths in this. The Kislev got 2 deaths, unfortunately. It's a draw. Again, a few passes, 3 deaths in this game. So this
star player got MVP.
This is the oh yeah, you hate that, don't you? You hate that. Maybe he deserved it, but happens to me a lot. That does.
Depends who got the kills and the injuries.
Yeah.
But he didn't have any of the kills. At least the other guys got all the kill points.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
Ignoring the MVP, he only actually got.
This is a ridiculous amount of points, isn't it? Oh yeah, Hammer Blow, yeah, that's a shame.
10, 17.
Yeah, a lot of 17s, didn't they? Chicago Boys are getting it done, but they'll need it after losing 2 players.
Hopefully none of those are the guys who died.
Yeah, I don't know. But this is a brutal game. I mean, the Wildlings got 53 blocks as well, so that's 23 blocks more. So that'll have done. That would have been the reason maybe why they lost a few more players. But I really fancy the Chicago Bolshoi this year. Bolshoi. I've actually got shares in them. Because he drew, it will cost me more. So well done, Chicago. You can now start winning. He did it right for me, so I expect them to do well. But the two deaths obviously are unfortunate. This was a concern. The next one, the Saucy Pigs, only Fools and Goblins. I was like, come on, Goblins. I want you to win this game, and they didn't. They drew 1-1. The Pigs held firm in their little brick house. And they got a lot more blocks off than Only Fools and Hobgoblins as well. But the Hobgoblins team did kill something. So a few kills this week, that's always good. But 56 blocks to 47. There's over 100 blocks being thrown. Gotta love it. Right.
Level up on the Bull Centaur is nice.
Yeah, right slobber knocker. Ball possession. To me, Suspects, 56% ball possession, had the more blocks, had the more removals. It looks like, by the looks of this, the Hobgoblins did well to actually get a draw out of this. It looked like they got manhandled a bit.
They barely had the ball, didn't they?
Yeah, so I suppose he'll feel like a win after all that. But the Saucer Pigs, maybe a team we need to be looking at the stock market. If they're, I fancy the Hobgoblins, but the Pigs really putting it to them. So maybe that's something we should have a look at as well. But 12 points. Tasty Till the second there with 2 points. And 10 points for the Only Fools and the Hobgoblins. And the final game, oh, you gotta love it. The Rat Street Boys are back. 2-1 win over the Rolling Renegades. Good old them rats. And they had 56% ball possession as well. What's nice to see. A pass as well. 34 blocks, 3 KOs, 1 injury. 52 blocks by the Renegades, but only 1 KO, 1 injury. That will have annoyed them against AV7. That would annoy me. And
there might be a lot of blodgers on the Skaven team, or a lot of dodge at least. So
but they've actually succeeded, though, aren't they? I don't know. I mean, that's a good point. I always think if you don't break the rats, a bit like Wood Elves, if you don't get the numbers down, you're in for a long day. And
he's got too many gutter runners. He's got too many options, and it's just you can't shut it all down.
Yeah. He got 11 points in the Rolling Renegades, 14 points for the Rat Street Boys, so that was at least good. A lot of yardage from the
Especially
Rat Street Boys as well, 112.
Oh, yeah.
So that's pretty good. So 2-1. It's not bad. Like I say, there's not much we can really say at the moment regarding the teams. I mean, obviously I will get to watch through these games in weeks to come. I had someone get crash my stream early hours this morning. I think he was called Wolf something, and he turned around and said, "Hey man, my friends in your division, are you going to be streaming some of the games?" My question to that: if people want games streamed by moi or by me and Quiggy, then let me know in advance. Tell me the time and everything like that, and if I can do it, I'll do it. The only issue is I do stream for a lot of other things as well, and all other stuff. And guess what? I have a real life as well. Shock horror. I've got to spend time with a wife as well.
Ugh.
Yeah. So but if I can get a few games done, I will do. I have no issue doing that. But you've got to help me by giving me times and dates and that, and I'll do it. Unfortunately, next week I'm on holiday, so it will be. There will be a delay on the recap next week, unfortunately. I'm off to sunny Blackpool to go on the Big Dipper, apparently.
Ooh, excellent.
Oh, yeah, check me out. None of this Spain, Australia like. Blackpool for me.
What happens with Baz's anti-bashers then? Against the admin team?
I don't know really, because there was on Discord and they was talking about it, and our admin's been talking about it. I don't really know, to be honest. I think the Byzantine Bashers might get the win because the team isn't there yet. But we'll see. I know he's willing to give them an extra day, was the admin, if they could, but I don't know. At the moment, the way I think he'll go is the Bashers will get the admin win. That's my gut reaction.
It's already over the date, isn't it?
Yeah. So, we'll have to see. Anyway, the leaderboard then. There's 3 teams all on,
the same, aren't they?
Rebbl Supremacy, what you've got short shares in now, but it's in a closet remote. Lucky. Same with me, we're backhand bashing boomers. And the Rat Street Boys. I must not sing when I mention the Rat Street Boys. I just feel like I should. I think the team to look at though is them saucy pigs. And they look a bit sneaky. I like bacon as well. I love bacon. There's some bacon though.
With some nice sauce on it.
Oh yeah, some nice saucy bacon pigs. Pigs in blankets. They'd be quite nice.
Yeah.
Oh, food. Can't. But yeah, I mean, it's really early for us to really do anything. I mean, we can go in depth when we've got a bit more information. But for 4E, there isn't much to go on.
No.
That's the thing. But as we go along, we'll do. And I'll try and get an intro sorted out as well, so we get a lovely intro for you guys eventually.
There's a few deaths we could hunt down.
That's what I'm thinking. That's why I was like, a few deaths for the intro. That looks good. A few nice crazy players. So we'll look at that. Anyway, let's have a look then at the teams. We'll start off with Rat Street Boys, who didn't take their level ups. And it was number 4 who got the level up, and that's the only one.
No changes other than that, yeah.
No more changes. Camembert got the level up. No injuries. So any injuries would be badly hurt, and that was it. And I obviously don't put them down.
He's gained a coach assistant.
Has he?
No, he's lost a coach assistant.
I'm gonna say, yeah, he hasn't got any there.
Oh, he's fired his coach assistant for some reason.
Wow, that's gonna be gutting if you're the coach assistant. Good job, mate. You got us a win. You're fired. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe Malcolm had to get some extra money for some hookers or something. I don't know.
Maybe he was playing an adjustment game.
Possibly. Yeah, maybe.
It was against Rolling Renegades. Quite higher up than them, like 300, almost 270. Maybe he wanted exactly 270, so we needed to fire him to get there.
Maybe. But let's have a look at Camembert then, Quiggy. We all know that he didn't take the level up, not because he was lazy, but because he wanted to know what you was going to tell him to take. He's got Blanche.
Well, that's Lash already. I mean, if it's a normal skill, sidestep, like he's done with his other guy on it, is always nice. Blodge sidestep is annoying.
It's not bad, is it? It's not bad.
But I would consider a dive and tackle. Earlier on, get a dive and tackle just so that,
The thing is, though,
you can base him.
He's already got a diving tackle, though. Do you want 2?
Yeah, he's only got the 1. Yeah, I'd want to.
See, it's the conversation I've had a lot of times where there's like, do you really want to base your go runners? They're your best players, AB7.
That's true.
It is. I mean, it's good if they don't knock him down. But I always think one way to get your gut runners killed very quickly is basing more than they should. He's only got a very physical gut run number 2. It depends how good he is at 110 as well. I mean, Sidestep would help with a 110 option. Spring would, Sure Feet would as well.
I think until you get a movement up, you can't hope for a 1-turn. That's what I'd be thinking. If I got a movement up, then I'd be building towards a 1-turner.
Yeah, I'm just thinking what else would be quite
Sure
good.
Feet is always a good choice as well.
Yeah.
Because that basically makes movement 11.
I also see things like catch on a gut runner. What's unusual, the one with the catch where they'll put him a bit further, they'll screen him, and then they go for the handoff. What's obviously 2+ with a reroll.
I mean, he's got a good thrower as well, accurate and pass.
Yeah. Brian, he's not bad.
So you could have a designated catch just to add that threat of like a different way of scoring.
Yeah, because how many times we see where you bang your reroll, then you need a 2+ and you roll a 1. So catch wouldn't be the worst thing.
And just by having it, people will suddenly be like, "Oh shit, he might be able to do that," and you can send him a bit deep, nowhere near the ball, and then they've got to worry about that pass play. It's an extra thing they need to counter.
It's a funny one, isn't it? Because he's got 2 dauntless wrestle players, so they're the ball strippers. They're the ones to get the ball loose. The number 2 is a bit physical. He's got the guard and he's got the diving tackle in there. I like. So
this guy needs to be the ball carrier.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But then again, some people like the ball carrier being the thrower. But then, to me, that would still scream out to me, catch.
Yeah, you make the ball carrier, you make the thrower the ball carrier, but you have the catch so that when shit goes down, you can chuck the ball out.
Because I think if Camembert's going to be ball carrier, you give him short hands. I think that's, you've already got blood short hands for the strip ball if you want to put on the gut runner. I'm trying to think how I build my gutters. I usually try and get a 1-turner, and then 2 who get the ball loose, and then I use the gut runner to have the ball. I'm a bit 50-50 on throwers. I mean, this is a nice thrower. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what he takes. Regarding the rest of the team, it's built well. I mean, obviously he wants Kevin to start pulling his weight and getting a few injuries, but apart from that, he's 2 gut runners who to get the ball loose are brilliant. I love them. They're really nice. 40 and 60. It's not bad, is it?
Yeah, the thing like looking at Kevin, he didn't get any casualties. It's only that lineman and the gut runners who actually got any points.
Yeah, but it works. Like, I mean, next week he could get a few more casualties. But Kevin too is key to this team because you need. I always think, and obviously I speak to Crystal, who's obviously my other co-host. I always said to him, if someone could guarantee me claw on a rat team in my first division in Rebbl, I would play rats because I think rats are they haven't got much agility for, but what they do, they can score quick, they can get dirty plays nice and cheap, and they can also get claw, and the star plays are good as well. So I like a lot about rats, just like they explode a bit, don't they? And Hunter's got 2 mighty blow claw P stone vermin, and I'm so jealous. But I think with Kevin, he's got to be careful with Kevin because he can be one of those players what can just give you the numbers, just whittle the numbers down because they don't even have to be level devils in numbers. They've just got to take a few plays off so there's some nice big chunky gaps for his gut runners to go through. Another thing as well I like on lineman, apart from obviously dare play and kick, is wrestle. I don't like block on number 11 because my philosophy is get him on the floor, he opens up a gap, you're fast, so you get up. I mean, using the movement 7, so you still got 4+ movement when you're thinking, because you don't want to be disengaging. So if, say for instance, someone blocks him, and obviously it's a both down, and it's your turn next, you're gonna have to 3+ dodge away, and the amount of times I see rats injure themselves or KO themselves by trying to get away. But at least with wrestle, you put them to the floor, then you get up and you disengage him. You want to be disengaged everywhere. You want to be screening with your rats. And then obviously you've got your killing Kevin, who's going to just go bang, hit, get away, bang, hit. And if him and some dirty players or people stamping can get enough removals, more times than not, you'll win the game. I
think I agree with you there.
Yeah, I think wrestle is a must on lineman. If you want to get... Go on, sorry.
If a Black Orc punches your lineman and gets both down, you're still up against Black Orc. You're still in danger.
Yeah.
If it's wrestle, that Black Orc's on the floor. He's now got movement 1 next turn.
Absolutely, and you're out of there, and you can reposition. And that's the thing about rats: you've always got to reposition, get them screens going. You know, and that's the way I would play it. And I mean, I can be aggressive with rats, but I think, you know, wrestle's the best thing for them. You've got wrestle on, you've got running, so they can drag them down, they can get away again. I like that, and obviously it's for obviously getting the ball loose as well. Another thing, if it is a double big hand, maybe going there.
Well, yeah, if it's a double, then I'd definitely go for a mutation. Big hands to ignore the tackle zones.
Horns is good, but again, you don't need that on him because you've only got 2.
Yeah, horns I wouldn't bother with him.
You'd like that number 1 and number 3 though.
2 heads is always nice because then he's just going to be dodging so easily.
And he's got blodge on it, so
he can dodge into tackle zones on a 2-up and sort of not worry about it.
Yeah, but it's a good win first week for him. It's a good win. But it'll be interesting to see what he picks. I'll put DP didn't pick, so I'll come back to that next week. But yeah, okay, right. The next team is the team he beat. And this is going to be a bit boring, I'm afraid. Rolling Renegades didn't get any injuries, didn't get anything. Nothing. So there's not really much I can say about this team. So this is going to be pretty short. I apologise.
You're getting 20k.
Yeah, well, you get 20k. But, you know, there will be times we will spend a lot more time on your team. But number 1 is obviously the key part. Number 2's she's got to get the, you know, like we said, how important the other one is, the claw killer is for the rats. She's obviously important for them. The problem is obviously with Frenzy, it's more of a tricky way to farm targets because you don't want to be frenzying and then getting tagged up and then to dodge away, although it is obviously agility 4. I like this team, but I think it's still quite high TV for what they are, and they're giving inducements away, but they've got a leaper as well, what's good. I wonder if the leaper actually did anything last week. Cheerleader, coach assistant, I would probably, as much as I'm a fan of them, I'd probably, depending on who you play next week, I'd probably get rid of them. You try to save some inducements somewhere, I think, because it is very high for what they have, although number 1 number 2 are very nice pieces.
That's always going to be the case with Dark Elves, isn't it? Your Witch Elves are going to be your players.
Yeah, I think that's why I don't play much else, because I always get offended how high TV they are for what they've got. I know they're really good and all that stuff, but I always like a bit of value, and I just think, oh my
It's just because, like, their linemen, you compare their linemen to the line rats.
Yeah.
They've got an extra AV and then extra agility.
Mm-hmm.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Any of them can pick up the ball or dodge out, or, like, you know.
Yeah. Better chance of dodging out, haven't they?
Yeah, that any of them could win games.
Yeah.
Where the line rats, they're just going
harder.
to be in the way.
Yeah.
So that even though the Witch Elves are amazing, any of the other players can pick up the ball and score if you need them to.
Yeah. Interesting, number 10, 11 and 12, all on 11 points. That's quite funny. That runner needs to level next game. Just throw the ball. Just get him that level. But I like the way he's built his lineman. Dodge first. I really like that. Yeah. It's a nicely built team. It's a nicely built team. He's going to get wins in this pool for sure. It just unfortunately this week it wasn't. So we'll try and talk a bit more about them next week when obviously something might happen, like, I don't know, level ups or deaths or something. Only Falls and Hobgoblins. Now here we go. Now we've got some. Number 2 leveled up and he took his level.
Guard.
Yep. Number 8's missing next game. That's Harvey Hetson. Gotta love that. Number 13. Oh my God, Seduce Cream Cracker is MNG as well. So they went through it a bit. So he's only got 5 choices for next week. Guard on the Bull Centaur. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, Guard is a great skill. It's interesting. I mean, that's his Bull Centaur. He's got tackle and break tackle, so that's the Bull Centaur that's going in. So it works in that respect, that Bull Centaur can go and tag some people with tackle, give guard, and then when he needs to, get out of there.
Yep.
So it's a good choice. It works. Yeah.
I mean, when I've got a build of block, break, tackle, and I've gone tackle, my next 2 skills are, it depends whichever way you want to go. Might blow frenzy.
Mm-hmm.
Frenzy bulls. The bee's knees.
I could see him being a killer, is what I would have been thinking. Because your dwarves aren't going to be hunting people down. They're going to be like controlling the middle, killing people.
Yeah.
So you want that bull centaur to be like, I'm chasing your witch elf down and I'm going to kill it.
Absolutely, and you go runners and all that. And if you go too close to the sideline, you haven't got sidestep, I'm surfing you.
I'm a big fan for every team having one frenzy.
I'm frenzy with me. I like frenzy, but only on strength 4 and upwards. I don't like on strength 3. I'm just too superstitious about one die blocks because they usually go wrong. But 2 dies, not a problem. Obviously, you've got break attacks, so you can get away from the sideline, or you can dodge away from whatever else as well. Guard is always good. Guard is always good.
Yeah,
don't have an issue with the pick. I just love the build. This is very similar to the build I would go with: block, break, tackle, might, blow, frenzy, and then juggernaut if you ever got to legend status. But obviously, the guard will help his team who only have three. Well, the use are 4, but they've got 3 guard. He's still got a data player, what I like as well. So yeah, it's solid. It's certainly a solid pick. Guard always is solid. You always need guard. I just think there would have been a lot more potential if it had gone frenzy there.
I agree. I think he should have been a kid. Not.
Yeah, definitely frenzy. I think. Yeah, but yeah. Still a good team though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good, but it's going to be interesting to see whether it can turn destroying people into winning games.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he's got 2 strength 4 claw pieces, so that's going to help. He's obviously on attrition. I mean, it'd be interesting when we look at the orcs because the orcs seem to manhandle them, so maybe the orcs are a lot more guard. We'll have a look in a minute. But you know, it's a nice team. I wish I had 2 strength 4 pieces, but. You know, it's pretty good, and we'll see how he does next week. I don't think I've got shares in him yet. Chicago Bolshoi then. So obviously they had a bit of a car crash week. Let's have a look.
So they'd already played their game before we saw them.
We did. Rudolf Kamovich Nuriev. He died. He was a block guard blitzer, and someone called Nutcracker. What the? I can't even understand my own writing. Nutcracker something. No, in fact, actually, his real name is just Nutcracker, and I'll put dead. He was a Lano kicker, so he lost his kick and he lost the blitzer, so that's bad. Obviously, Leon Trotsky, what name that is, he's MNG next game, but he still did enough to get a draw.
And he's gonna have 2 loners next game.
Yeah. But he's got 2 strength 3 catches, what always helps. I'm sure he'll love that on a strength 4 blitzer. You know, the strength 4 blitzer.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's kind of a shame. Like, obviously, a strength 3 catcher is significantly better than a strength 2.
Yeah.
But you kind of be feeling like, oh, that could be 2 strength 4 other pieces.
Yeah. The good thing is, obviously, it can jump in on 2+ with number 4 into the cage, and then number 3 will get it done. That's one way of doing it, I guess. But again, none of the catchers are built to get the ball loose. That's the problem. You know, he's very one-dimensional.
Number 2, I'd be giving him strip ball and tackle maybe.
Yeah.
And block possibly, or the wrestle.
No,
possibly.
Wrestle, tackle, strip ball. I always pick tackle over strip ball because I always believe anyone sane enough will give the ball to someone with sure hands, or they should always have a sure hands piece. So unless it's some like lizards, like you said, you need to roll a double and that. But I would go wrestle and tackle on that guy. You've got to have if you want to do well in the league and turn these draws into wins, you need to have a ball sacker because you've still got pieces here to get to pick up the ball and go the other way. Obviously, number 14, Nijinsky he's now going to have to step up and get some injuries. Don't like the bear, never do like bears, but the bear's going to have to start pulling his weight as well, get a few mighty blows there as well.
At least with the bear, because he's got guard and stand firm in the tail.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to block with him.
Yeah. I was a big fan when you have builds like this, is if the guy corners into a cage, you know, you can either get someone else to blitz the one of the cage corners away, then put him next to the ball carrier, because he's got preemptive tail, and what gives him -1 for a dodge, and obviously he's got stand firm, so you have to knock him down. But again, when I try this with bloody mad players, they go bonehead or something stupid, and I just curse for the rest of the. I'm just not a big fan of learners, to be fair. But you know, it'd be interesting to see how he does this week. He's lost a few players, but you know, there was decent players, but not like game-changing players, I don't think. So
No.
he better win this week anyway. Bloody hell, I've got shares in you. Don't fuck my shares up. As some wise man told me. 4 euros as well, so that's good. So yeah.
For the leaping, you need more rerolls, do you?
Yeah, they're cheap as well, aren't they? 50k, that's the thing.
Oh yeah.
I think you just need some more guard, but I always think when I get a double with catches, they get guard regardless, because I'm thinking, right, 2+ is better than 3+ to dodge into. And I mean, the thing is, the great thing, I tell you what he's going to say to us, and I've only just picked this up, my apologies, I mean, I am a bit sleepy, is what he should do is jump in with number 4, Mikal, and then Black Swan will come in with his wrestle and go, brok, brok, and 2+. So it's 2+2+, and you should be getting the ball loose.
Yeah.
Hopefully. So that maybe he'll do that instead of slinging in one of his strength 3 pieces. So yeah, that agility 4 piece definitely needs tackle next. I'd be even tempted to look at trying to get that level up quicker, Black Swan, if you can. Because as soon as he's got tackle, he's going to be amazing.
Yeah, definitely think that would be pretty sweet.
Yeah. Right, Taste the Tunes and Dr. Nick. They lost, but they went down fighting. But unfortunately, they did lose a piece. Let me have a look when I go. Taste the
Lard
Tunes.
me tender.
Oh, lard me tender. He's dead. He was a two-headed underworld goblin. He obviously wasn't very good because he had 2 heads and he still couldn't see the punch come.
No.
So yeah, he's dead, unfortunately. And guess what? There was no level ups either. So it's as we were. Unfortunately, bumful of rashes though. He did all right, but he's got to do more. He's the claw, mighty blow, tackle piece.
Pretty good piece.
Yeah, and good old corn slipping nuts as well. He did all right. So it's hard with Underworld. But as soon as you get all the nice level ups and that, then they become a lot more fun.
That Agi up thrower is going to be pretty good.
Yeah, Helmstown's a good player. He'll do alright. And Common Pickles has got extra arms as well now, so he can hand off 2 mil, throw it 2 on a 2+. So that's good. He's got number 8. I like number 8. He just needs Dauntless or Horns next. I'd go Horns, and same with the Marmite we share. He needs Horns, and then they're going to be very dangerous indeed.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be interesting. Like I said, they gave it a good go first week. Obviously, on Berry Cool's Hill, he kind of tentacles or claw for him next, I think, on the Warpstone Troll.
I'm a big fan of tentacles on them.
Yeah. Corn Slipping Nuts, I would be definitely going claw again on him. It's just that on the LOS, you get hit from the Warpstone Troll, you get 2 hits from your claw pieces on the others. You know, you could remove a few players pretty early on. I always think with Underworld, you've got to go very aggressive. Dairy players, and obviously do your wrestle strip ballers. Get some horns in there as well, get some claw pommers in there. Because you are going to lose pieces, so you need to fight back with your own kill pieces. So, but again, the stat
just
players...
kill fast and you die.
Yeah, basically. And the star players are pretty good as well for them. But we'll see how he does next week. So, just the 1 death, nothing else to report there. Tyrion's trial back combat. Well, this was interesting because something did happen here. And what do we have?
Benjin.
Yeah, Benjin Stark.
There's the movement down.
Yeah, and then Rickard Stark should have zigged and zagged. He obviously didn't zig and zag, so he's MNG. So a bit of bad luck there. Benjin, I mean, I had this happen to one of my bloody chorfs, and I really want to get rid of him, but I just can't afford to.
It's difficult, isn't it? Because he's got guard.
Exactly.
You can still stand up.
Yeah, exactly. You just stand there and just take it. You know.
Just suddenly knocking him down means he's not moving this turn.
Yeah. Rickard Stark, that's a shame though, the Blitzer, but he will be back. Lisa's got his metal players. You know, they're all doing well. They're all still healthy. Unfortunately, Bran Stark didn't get broken because we want him as a death roller. It makes a lot of sense to me.
It does, yeah.
Should be in a wheelchair, death roller of death. So we need to get an assassin or a rock to take him out. But it's a solid start for him. Shame about Benjin, but hey, it happens, I guess. Good old AV now. But a solid start for him. He'll be happy with his start, and obviously he'll be going to try and build on that next week. This looks a good team. Solid, no frills team, just lacking Mighty Blow, I think. Personally. But yeah, not bad. Anything else you want to say about this team? There's not really much to say, I don't think.
Not really. It's just a dwarf team, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
I love the dive and tackle one.
I do. Yeah, and he's called I Hate You Mel, so that's always good. But yeah, it's going to be like this every show we're going to have. Some teams will spend a lot more time on than others because there'll be a lot more to talk about. This one, I feel like if I'm going to talk about this within 10 minutes, it's going to be all about Bran Stark should die and resurrect himself as a Death Roller. But yeah, like I say, he'll be happy with the draw, and obviously he'll do better next week. Right, Maze of Torment.
Quite interesting here.
Oh, is it? Let me have a look at what we've got here. Oh, bloody Nora. So, oh god, get on the team roster. So number 3. Oh my god. Number 3 leveled up. Make them supper. Strength 5. Hello, werewolf.
That werewolf.
Jesus. We had Impending Bread leveled up. Got tackle, got guard on that, so I don't mind that. And my favourite villain, Mayo, got guard as well. Oh my god. Right, let's get our shares. Let's get our shares. Get our shares on this quickly. We missed the cut point though. God damn it. I would be so buying into the shares on this team if already. I've got to play against the Strength 5, Agility 4, Mighty Blow Block Werewolf in a couple of weeks on the PS4, and I know how scary they are. And this, oh my god, it just really needs now Mighty Blow. Oh man, Strength 5, that's crazy.
What the hell? That's going to be terrifying. Frenzy, Strength 5, Block, Claw. He's just going to be. If he gets Mighty Blow...
Yeah, he's going to be a monster. Man.
He's just going to be hunting people down.
Yeah. That is scary, to say the least. It is definitely scary. And he picked up some guard as well. So now he's got 5 guard. That is beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
He's had a good week. He's had an extremely, extremely good week. Devil Fries, I knew he would do well. He got 1 point of XP as well. I'm going to shout that out because it's Devil Fries. Oh man, this team has just got a massive upgrade.
Yeah. I mean, suddenly that piece is just a threat to everyone.
Yeah, he was already a threat. Now he's even more of a threat. You know what though? I don't think he can throw strength away, but I'm thinking would I have took Mighty Blow at strength 4? But then again, strength 5 makes him so much harder to hurt. So yeah,
suddenly he doesn't need support to bully Chaos Warriors, Nerva Warriors, Saurus. Like, chuck 1 guard piece next to him, and he's attacking an ogre. Like, nobody is safe from him now with Strength 5.
No, I mean next level up will either be on a normal. You got to go dodge. Have to go dodge on a normal, I think personally. On a double,
the Mighty Blow would be hard to resist.
Yeah,
it's double.
Yeah, it's
right.
double, unfortunately. Double, obviously, Mighty Blow. Agility would be nice. Well, hopefully you roll another strength up, because then you get Mighty Blow. So, but yeah, I like the guard. I like the 2 guard added. That's smart.
Yeah.
I mean, Impending Bread could have gone Pylon, but I think guard's the right call.
I piling on. I don't know.
It's all right, but I prefer it more Mighty Blow Claw. But you can go a bit crazy with it. But I like this team. This team has got a massive upgrade. And people who play in the share game, I would be looking and maybe putting some cash. Because this guy could go on a roll now. He really could. He lost in week 1. Oh man, god. Lose this week and we can all pile on for week 3. That's what you need to do, and then we'll all get rich in week 3. So we'll have a look at this, who's playing who soon anyway, but yeah, that's an amazing team. No point looking at the Bites anti-bashers because, they haven't done anything.
Anybody else other than Maze of Torment watching, I have put Bounty out on that werewolf because it should not exist.
Oh, you put Bounty out?
It shouldn't exist. It shouldn't
exist. But yeah, we're trying to kill the one in our league that has Mighty Blow though, and Agility 4. It's ridiculous.
And I'm gonna look up that Strength 4, Agility 4 Witch Elf as well, because that shouldn't exist.
Yeah, let's kill them all.
Strength 4, Agility 5. Oh my god, no. Who's that? Rebbl Supremacy. He should exist.
Yeah, he should exist. Yeah. Let's have a look at the Yorks then. Saucy Pigs, Benny Boo. What happened? Let's have a look. I've gone to be the page.
So they've lost Tasty Tail too.
Oh, the dirty player guy. He even got some XP and he's dead. Number 9 though, he got a level up. So spare ribs. Spare ribs? Yeah, bloody hell.
Saucy spare ribs.
He got mighty blow. So that's alright. You got to have a bit of punch. He's going to be obviously their designated killer by the looks of it.
And it's good with he's got a lot of other guard.
Yeah.
So he's got, his guard, then his mighty blow piece in the middle of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just notice he's got a block troll, which is quite nice.
Oh yeah, they're beautiful. And he's got grab as well. I bet that grab would have something to do with, hey man, let's stamp on him. Yeah, it's a nice team this, and obviously it was big to see them dominate, or it felt like they dominated the troughs. What can happen when you have plenty of guards? What he does. He's still got the agility players as well. I don't know if I actually bought shares in this. I've bought shares in so many players, it's no good, Yeah, it's a solid team. Good result. You'd expect him to build on that. He's got a cheerleader, but no coach assistant. Maybe he just likes staring at cheerleaders. I don't know.
Don't blame him.
Them old cheerleaders, gotta love them.
Those nipple tassels.
I know. It's amazing. That must inspire them to the draw.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's a good team. Obviously, Cheeky Chop's only 3 points off a level for the thrower. 1 off for baby back ribs. Gotta love that. Team's going nice. Even Hairy Ham. Oh god, he's 3 points off. Give him the ball. Let's go. I just like this team. I love the naming convention. I love the coach, the way they play. I just love everything about this team. And I can see this team being up there, fighting tooth and nail for the crown. Because he'll be feeling good because he's got rid of one. He's played one of the claw pieces teams now. So strength 5.
He survived fairly alright then.
Yeah. Just a day played, Dad. It happens. Rebbl Supremacy. They got a win. They're happy. You know what I'm not happy about though? He didn't take his level up. So maybe he's another one of these guys who thinks. Maybe he's thinking I need Quiggy to tell me what to take. It's a thrower.
And their win came with like 3 missing players.
Who did? Rebbl Supremacy.
Last week they had 3 missing players.
Yeah, so kudos to him. What are you taking on the throw though?
So look, he's already got dodge.
Yeah.
I mean, block is always a safe skill.
It is.
For someone who's going to be holding the ball.
Yeah, it's a very defensive throw, isn't it? If it is, on a double, I take strong arm every day of the week. Dodge isn't a bad skill. Block, it's a funny one, isn't it? Because block's always good, but I always think the better throwers are built to throw the ball because that's the job. If they're there hitting stuff, it's not what accurate.
Block is good, but ideally you don't want them to be punching him at all.
No, you want accurate. That's why accurate on a normal roll and on a double and going strong arm.
Because with his multiple strength 5 and then a shit ton of strength 4 with a couple of catches thrown in, he could keep the thrower back.
Yeah.
And then as soon as someone comes threatening him, chuck a long bomb and sort of suddenly the danger's in a different place.
Yeah, that's why strong arm would be good for that, and obviously accurate's always good. I mean, block isn't terrible. It makes him safer, but his job is to throw the ball, not to bloody defend. He should be like a last line defense, please don't hit me sort of thing. Would I have
bought a new catcher as well?
Okay, Lightning. Could have called him Lightning McQueen, but hey. Yeah, he likes Lightning, Hurricane, Mayhem, Tower. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what he picks. This is a nice team. They did alright in their debut season. So yeah, not bad indeed. Not bad at all. But yeah, he's got some big pieces. Hurricane's big. But yeah, that to me, that thrower has to get throwing skills.
Yeah, I think block is nice, but just make it so that you just don't let them punch him.
Yeah.
You saw it.
Yeah, there's another 10 guys who can protect him. So yeah.
Like, give your Agi 5 catcher block and chuck it to him and let him do the running with it.
Yeah.
Because he's
Hurricane definitely needs block. He definitely needs some protection skills, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tower shouldn't be getting him, I don't think. But we'll see. He'll probably get blocked now.
I'd be keeping Tower back safe and chuck catchers to give the catchers blodge.
Yeah.
And let them do the running to the touchdown line.
Yeah. Right, Heal to Death. Overloaded. His Nagel got off to a decent start with a hard-fought draw. His Rotter got level up, patient 5. He's only got block. So, it's going to be interesting to see. If this was just a normal Rotter, what had level before, dirty player, I'd have said.
But you don't want to be giving him the block one dirty player.
Yeah.
Ideally, in a block, you want to double to either get dodge or.
It's a lot of XP in a bloody Rotter, though. I would. There's two things I would go with here. I'll give you the funky one, and that would be Disturbing Presence. Just to piss them off even more. And people probably recollect that bloody Rotter's got it. Or Prehensive Tail. -1. You against quite a few elves and that. You park him there next to someone. They have to hit him.
The issue with the Prehensive Tail, there's a lot of Agi 5 players in this division. And Prehensive Tail doesn't affect them unless you've got more tackle zones.
Yeah, you won't put him next to the Jellyfowl. He'd be there for the other guys. Good. Put him next to the diving tackle dwarf. They can both have a little good bit of fun. Trying to do even diving tackle. You trying to do it for my Prehensive Tail. But I would love to see a team where all Rotters just got Disturbing Presence. That would be so funny, especially if it was in an elf league. Like 10 Disturbing Presences all over the fucking place. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, the thing is, he's already got enough Disturbing Presence that it might just.
You never have enough. You never have enough Disturbing Presence. You need more. Get more Disturbing Presence. You know it makes sense. It makes it look good as well.
I don't know. I think there's enough.
There's not enough. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. I'm a Nagel coach.
Foul appearance, maybe.
Oh no, but you don't want a foul appearance. You want Disturbing Presence. The present works all the time. I'm sure I should do. You roll with foul appearance. He's not important enough. Let him get hit in the face. He deserves to be hit in the face. And while he's on the floor, Disturbing Presence still works. But
if you get a double, I'd go with guard.
Oh yeah, guard every day of the week. Yeah, definitely. But Rotters are there to just die and screen off your best players and boot someone on the floor. I don't get too attached to them. But I would have probably took Wrestle over block. Because, take a player down, get back up. But,
yeah, I can see that. Maybe Fend now, if he doesn't get a double.
Yeah, Fend's another solid choice. Yeah, Fend is definitely a solid choice. But Overlordy, Disturbing Presence is the way to go. It makes sense. He'll catch so many people out, I guarantee you.
I don't think you're going to get caught out by a Nurgle team with Disturbing Presence.
You will be amazed. You will be amazed the amount of coaches I have seen waltz through, especially with elves. Ha ha ha, 2+, here we go. And then they're like, pause and go, why is it a 5+ or a 4+? They do it all the time. I agree. You've got these big whopping lights going, brrr, Disturbing Presence, and people still forget. In the heat of the game, they still forget. And how? Okay. And the great thing is if you got someone smart like you, Quiggy, you'll go, right, okay, so there's 2 Nagel Warriors in there, so it's -2, but I'm a Jelly5, so I'm alright, so I'm going to take it. But just behind them there's a Rotter, and your brain doesn't say, you know what, no one gives a Rotter Disturbing Presence, so we'll forget about that. And you fail the throw by a 1 because of that Rotter, and you win the game, and that Rotter's a hero, and you're feeling really good that he does. But he'll win you that game. Disturbing Presence. Okay. Disturbing Presence. I'm trying to sell him Disturbing Presence. We both know he's not going to go with it, but I'm trying my best. Because if he gives him Disturbing Presence and wins him a game, I'll just feel like $1 million. Unless obviously he beats one of the teams I've got shares in, then I'll feel like I've just lost $1 million. But yeah, do something funky. Nobody likes normal. Do something funky. Disturbing Presence for the big W. Unless he got a strength up or an Agi. Agi's pretty good on alright. I'd definitely take an Agi on that guy as well. But
Agi would be good because then suddenly your sure hands guy can start chucking it at him.
Yeah, absolutely. But Disturbing Presence. It makes sense. Right. Oh, here we go then. My team, Backhand Bashing Boomers. I love this name. This team. What did happen to the? Let's have a look. Ooh, Boomer Boy.
He got some injuries.
Oh, Boomer Boy. But it's alright, because Backfiring Boom's still there. Panic over. No worries. He got himself a win. No level ups. But he got a win. It's a great team. I love this team. I would play this team. It's a lovely team. I feel like I want to cuddle this team and take it home with me. It's so good. Backfiring Boomer. Boom. He's the man. If he can't do it, no one can. I mean, there's not much we can say about this team apart from it's so awesome.
It's good. It's got a lot of options. I think it's not gonna like it's got the one turn. It's got like the speedy guy. It's got a lot of guard. Got a lot of mighty blow. It's got multiple people who can carry the ball. Like, so it's gonna be hard to shut down their game plan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 5 mighty blow as well, so we know what he's trying to do. The only weakness I can see in this team, he hasn't really got a proper skilled player like a thrower or something like that. I mean, obviously the thrower's got sure hands and pass, but he's not got any of that accurate or agility goodness or anything like that. That is the weak point in this team, if anything. They don't have a quality ball handler with agility 4 piece who says, "Give me the ball, I'll ram it in. If not, I'll hand off to Backfire Boom and he'll put it in."
Well, that's the thing. You send the thrower in a cage, and you sort of walk along with Backfiring Boom just somewhere dangerous.
Yeah.
Because with pass, you still got quite a good chance of throwing it.
Yeah, it's a 3+. We've got accurate to 2+. I'm just so. I just don't like doing anything 3+. I usually fail.
Which, I mean, he's only 2 points away from getting accurate.
Yeah. Maybe, play a bit of patty cake at the back in your next game, throw it to Backfire Boomer, and he passes back and keep throwing it.
Yeah, I mean, because you've got pass and catch, so it's a fairly good chance of it going off.
Yeah. And even if he fumbles the handoff afterwards, he's got a chance to pick the ball back up again and throw it against Backfire Boomer. But yeah, Backfire Boomer's a really good piece. I mean, I know he'll be used for the 110ers, but I'd also be tempted to give him the ball on turn 1 and just hard him. As long as there's no leaping dudes all over the place. You don't have to 110 with him. It just gives you the extra option. But I'd try and stall with him.
You could cage him sort of anywhere slightly on the opposing team's half, and you're like a second away from just going, fuck it, I'll score this turn.
Yeah, absolutely. So I like this team. I really fancy this team. I think this team will do really, really well.
It's a shame they're humans and are boring as fuck, though.
Human race! I can't believe it. You didn't say nothing about the dwarfs, and then you come up with the humans.
I said dwarves were boring.
Did you? I'll let you know.
They're just short humans. I don't know why you'd play a fantasy game and pick to play human.
I don't know. Southern Wildlings then. Number 10 died a horrible death. I can't pronounce these names. Olaf Odinason or Odumson or some shit like that. He was a Lano. Nobody cares. He's dead. Number 11 is fucking MMG. What the hell? Egil Skald Tofuson or whatever they call him. And number 2, Dugald Petmar. Gotta level up. Nice to get Blodge on the Ulfa Wearer. That's all good.
So a lot of these names are wildlings from Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Then the other ones I don't recognise. Are they really obscure wildlings from the book? Or are they default Norse names? I don't know. I
don't know. After season 8, watching season 8 of Game of Thrones, I've disowned Game of Thrones.
Repressed it.
I have. I've had to repress it. I'm disgusted. Yeah. I'm disgusted.
I agree.
Man. I feel like throwing my pen now. Then you brought that.
I should have brought it up. Sorry. Oh, we've got 2 of them in this league. We've got Tyrians and we've got these.
I know. I think it's a joke at my expense, to be fair. But no, I mean this team. I mean I always like to see Norse do well. It's a decent team. His throw's got strong arm, always good. He's got agility 4, a guy with the unlucky number 13 on there. Gotta love that.
It's just how well will he handle his frenzy. I think that's with Norse. If you
got to be
haphazard with your frenzy, you're gonna just get yourself in traps.
Yeah.
And he needs more guard.
Yeah, definitely needs more guard.
Like the more guard you get, the better frenzy is.
Yeah, and obviously Alana should be getting either get tackle or fend. I quite like getting fend on them just because we're agility 3 Navy 7, so I'm trying to disengage and fight on my own. Terms.
Obviously, anyone who gets dodge is good because blodge is just amazing.
Yeah, well, you say that. The amount of times I'm like, hey, I got blodge, you got no tackle, and he still rolls a pow. I'm like, bastard. I'm just extremely negative today. I did have my coffee. But yeah, I mean, it's a good team. It still needs development, as you can expect. Quite a few of these teams are quite new. But it'd be interesting to see, like I say, kill 2 Kislev. Let's see how good he is next week, and see if we can kill a few more. If he keeps killing stuff, he's going to be one of my favourite teams. So see our target has got to embrace the eye of the target and not the Frosty's target, and he'll do alright. So yeah, not a bad team indeed. That's pretty good. Be interesting to see what he does with number 2 next to the Alpha Warner, if he's going to go break tackle, or going to do something else, stand firm, or something. But number 3 needs to fucking get his skates on. 0 XP, come on man. Number 2's making you look like a little bitch. Get it sorted.
I think the issue's going to be he's going to be using number 2 for the blitzes because he's got block.
Mm-hmm.
So number 3, you're going to be scared to attack with him because he's the only thing that's not got block, which means he's always going to get both downs.
Oh well, give him the ball, he can score. Let him score a few TDs. Number 5 should be doing the punching because he's got mad and blue.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny, isn't it, when you have certain ones, like you've said, it's a good point. Number 2, you definitely get a problem out. I'll throw a block with this guy. Number 3, like maybe not. And then obviously when you have a frenzy, if you're 1 in 9 the first one, you re-roll that, you could still 1 in 9 on the next roll. So
yeah,
it's always a lot more risky. But hey, that's the way the Norse play, unfortunately. But yeah, interesting. Right, so just a quick look at the leaderboard before we get to the important bit. So yeah.
So it's not very interesting moment in the leaderboard. We've got the 3 people who won at top, the 3 people who lost at the bottom, everyone else in the middle. Because every game was 2-1 or 1-1, so there's not even any touchdown difference.
Not really. And the thing is as well, is obviously we don't know what's happening with all the chaos. Like Chaos will do well. But apparently the coach he's supposed to be playing is in the festival, so they may get to play today. If not, he'll just have to take the loss. It's not the end of the world.
No.
What is the end of the world is the Bernie's curse. So you lucky guys, you get to see what we pick. That's a great start. Admin, treble tryhards against backhand bashing boomers. That'll be whichever team's coming in. But we can't really say now, but I'm going to go backhand bashing boomers. I don't care who he goes against. Boomers in that one. I don't care. So that's what I'm going for.
Okay.
It gets a bit tricky after that, though. Come on, then. Let's go. Heal to Death. The Nasty Nagel versus them bloody Game of Thrones Norse. Who are you trusting on that one?
So they're both drew. Yeah. We've got a lot of, like, a standard Norse team with a lot of block against the strength up Pestigore and a block beast. I think the Nurgle, because AV7 against a Nurgle team.
Mm-hmm.
Any AV against a Nurgle team isn't going to have a good time. He's going to get punched. Everything's going to get punched every turn. And as soon as 2 things are gone, the Nurgle are going to overwhelm him.
Possibly.
Frenzy's not going to be helpful because you punch someone, you follow up, I'm next to some strength for Chaos Warriors or...
Yeah. I mean, he will... I think he'll have enough to get himself a wizard, though, if he wants one. The Nagel. Mm-hmm. That might help. It depends what the Yeti does as well. If the Yeti has a good day at the office, you know.
Unless he gets clawed, turn 2.
I don't think is there any claw in the... I don't think there is any claw, is there?
He's not got any, is he?
I
guess he's healing him to death, not clawing him to death.
Yeah, he's got a mighty blow piece. He's got a couple of mighty blows. He's got strength for Pestigore. He definitely will be looking to use that. It's a tricky one. This one. I think it's
kind of worse. He's got no claw. That he's got mighty blow over claw is probably worse for the Norse.
Yeah, but he built it right. You should always take mighty blow before claw. So what are you going with? Are you going with heal to death?
I'm going with heal to death.
What sort of score do you think it'll be?
2-0.
2-0. I think this is going to be a close game, but I think I'm going to go with heal to death as well. I think that mighty blow Pesigo could have a field day. It's one of those games where I'll go with heal to death, but if I come back next week and Southern Wildlings won, it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, it's still too early for us. We don't know much about the teams. It's still too early for us to pick someone. We're just sort of going off the teams.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with heal to death with you as well. Interesting one. Rebbl Supremacy versus the Saucy Pigs.
I think Supremacy.
Oh, you are very onto the Supremacy train, aren't you?
I just think the Agi against... They're just going to run around them. Like,
got some key players, haven't they?
How much tackle do the Orcs have? 1 tackle? Um, no diving tackle. And supremacy, you've got. They've only got 4 dodgers, but then everyone's Agi 4, and they've got 2 Agi 5. So, they're dodging out on 2-ups, half of them with reroll, then you got some dodging out with 2-ups, even into tackle zones.
Yeah.
And then they've got some guard, they've got wrestle, a lot of block, and the strength 4 piece. Ugh.
I think this is going to go to a draw. I think it's going to be hard to stop Supremacy from scoring, but at the same time, I think the Pigs, with all that guard, will make sure the ball's safe. I can see this being a 1-1.
Yeah, they have got a lot of guard, and they've got the Mighty Blow Blitzer. They got 2 Mighty Blow, 3 Mighty Blow. So yeah, it depends. Yeah, I still think the Supremacy are gonna. Yeah. I think it's gonna be 2-1 because I think the Saucy Pigs gonna take as long as they want to score. But if they score turn 5 or turn 6, I think Supremacy will be able to rush a goal and then score in their drive.
Yeah, I think Saucy Pigs have to score turn 8. Anything else, they're in trouble. So, but I think they'll do it. They got a good draw week 1. I think they'll build on that and get another draw. And the Byzantine Bashers, that's that KS team what just wants to kill stuff against the Rat Street Boys, who got a good result first week. Who are you liking there?
So we don't know much about the Byzantine Bashers because they didn't actually play a game, did they?
No, but they do have a lot of firepower, but they don't have any tackle.
So the Rat Street Boys did win. I think the Skaven. I think the Chaos. They will kill some rats, but I think it'll just be like, oh, I've killed 7 of your rats, and then your other 4 rats win the game.
Yeah. And think as well, looking at the inducements, he will be able to get a wizard as well. So if the wizard comes off, the Rat Street Boys could be 2-0 up before
Yeah, it's one of those cases where I think the rats have a better team, and they're going to get a wizard.
Yeah, I know I'm going to go with the Rat Street Boys, but I know next week I'm going to be, God damn it, Bernie, you knew what was going to happen, because it wouldn't surprise me the Byzantine Bashers just absolutely just muller the Rat Street Boys. No tackle, but you know what, we're all pals anyway. But I'm going to go 2-1 for the Rat Street Boys. I think with the wizard, if they take the wizard, and it's funny, isn't it? Because we're trying to guess what they're going to take. Now, if Rat Street Boys was on the show and said, you know what, Bernie, I'm not going to take a wizard. Do you know what? I'd probably go with the Bashers for some sort of draw or something. But I'm just hoping common sense says Skaven take wizards because that's what they need. So,
yeah, I'm going 2-0.
I think the Bashers will score. I think they'll score, but I think they'll be 2-1. But I think they'll do enough damage to walk one in.
Rat Street, I think they're going to get one of those wrestle pieces in there and just nick the or wizard it out and then nick the ball and just do, some shenanigans to get the ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then run away and then just run around the entire pitch while the Chaos just blunder over.
Yeah. Maze of Torment, we've just seen that Strength 5 Wolf against the Rolling Renegades.
So, there's the Rolling Renegades, so their tackle is going to be... I think that Wolf, he's going to be... This is his first game with his Strength 5 Wolf. It's whether he plays him right or not. If he might just go too ham and just go mental with him and get him killed. Like, I could see him being like, this Strength 5 Wolf is amazing. Blitz there, frenzy, follow up. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute, I've been knocked down and fouled to death now. Like, sort of...
Yeah.
Just because he's Strength 5 doesn't mean that he's immortal. He's still not got any better AV. He's still not any more resistant to getting fouled.
Yeah.
I
mean, Impending Bread's still good enough to use for blitzing. He still might blow tackle. Yeah. Sometimes he'll be probably the better option. This is a tricky game for me.
A lot of sidestep on the Dark Elves, which means that frenzy on the Wolves is very good.
Yeah. Who are you going for in this one?
I think the Dark Elves win.
Yeah, the other thing I don't like about Dark Elves is they're giving a lot of inducements up. But I think
100-ish.
Oh yeah, more than that.
Oh no, 230.
It's a lot. And what can I get for 230? That's chain, isn't it? Oh. Oh, this is a hard one because my head says go Renegades because the team's the better team of the two. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go Renegades with the art. I can't do Maze of Torment.
I think that Wolf is going to be brutal, but I could
Yeah.
see him not.
I think the more skilled options are
Performing.
on the Renegades. So the Renegades need to bounce back this week and get the win. So I'll go with you, Renegades. Tyrion's trial by combat. Hopefully we'll lose his guy to get a death
Bran
roller.
needs to die.
Bran needs to die, absolutely. Against only fools and hobgoblins who are...
Well, I mean,
chalked
Dwarfs,
down.
I think, have the advantage here.
Yeah. The interesting thing, though, is the dwarfs do have a lot of guard.
They've got a lot of guard, but the Dwarfs have 4 strength 4 players.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they've got the strength advantage there, and they've got a lot of guard themselves. They've got 4 guard themselves.
Yeah.
But then they've got 2 claw people, both strength 4 with claw.
That's gotta be nice.
Get some guard in there. It doesn't matter if you've got a lot of guard, because their guard can cancel it out, and they just need to... Like, that Mighty Blow Claw strength guy is going to be key. The diving tackle guy is not going to matter, because there's no one who's going to be doing much dodging.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the bull centaurs, the dwarves cannot chase the bull centaur.
Yeah. Yeah,
And they've got kick to, make it more annoying for the dwarves. Yeah, I think the Chores. I think they've got they've got like a counter team for it, because they've got as much guard, they've got more strength, they've got as much block, but they've got the claw in there and the bull centaurs.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think the Unenforcing Hobgoblins will win. Maybe 2-0. I think they'll keep a clean sheet. They should keep a clean sheet. I think.
I can see it being 2-0 here, and depending if they get some removals quickly, it'll steamroll into more and more removals.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The second half could be 5 dwarves being battered by an entire team of dwarves. And
that's when the coach stops the game and says, "Stop! I want to trial by combat instead." And, it goes on that. I agree with you. Finally, then the tasty tunes, the Underworld versus Chicago Bolshoi, who I have shares in and better frickin' win.
I think the Kislev. I think Chicago win it.
Do you? Yeah. Where's the Underworld gone? Where are you, Underworld? Let me have a quick look.
The Underworld have a lot of wrestle, which is good. Oh no, the Kislev. I'm thinking Norse. Let's have a look. That's it.
I've got Blands by here. Where are they? Give the apple. The thing is, though, Bumful of Rashers.
So tasty tune.
He could go on a rampage, number 2.
Yeah, he's got the mighty blow. Wrestle. I don't know. I do like the Underworld team. It's going to be a massacre both ways, I reckon.
Yeah. I think Bolshoi has the better chance of getting the ball loose. And
he's got his leap.
Yeah.
They both got a lot. They both got wrestle. Oh, he's gutted. He's missing his diving tackle. Blodger. That would be good against Underworld.
So who are you going for? Which side of the pendulum?
This one I think is a draw. This one's the hardest one to pick, I think.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Chicago Bolsheviks because I have shares in you and I don't want to back against you. Although, because I've got the Bernie's Curse, I probably should have backed the Tasty Tunes. I think it's going to be a really close game. It could be 1-1, but I think
I'm going 1-1.
Do you know what? My brain's telling me 3-1 to the Bolshoi.
Oh,
yeah, absolutely. After we've all both been saying, this is a close game, I come up with the only team I expect to score 3 TDs. I think they're going to pick the ball up, take it off him, like taking candy from a baby.
Is this your Bernie Balls pick or something?
No, not yet. We're going to get to that now. So that's all the things we need. A funky name for your banker bet. What are we going to call it?
We need to see if it's good or not.
It doesn't matter if it's good or not. We gotta have your best. Well, which one do you think? We'll think of a name. If anybody knows, obviously, mine's the Triple B banker. We need a name for Quiggies. So try and think of it and Discord us in the normal chat, and we'll pick the best one.
Excellent.
But which one do you think is your best?
Only fowls and hobgoblins.
Ooh.
Sorry, Tyrion.
That's terrible. Now
I just think it's the biggest game where it's a counter team against it.
Yep. Okay. Well, the Triple B Bank Bet of the week, and everybody wants this. It is Only Fools and Hobgoblins. I agree with my co-announcer.
Those guys are fucked.
Yeah, they are fucked big time. Get your shares on Tyrion now. I totally agree with you. He should steamroll. He should steamroll Tyrion. If he doesn't win this week, I'm worried about my predictions for the season. He has to beat the dwarfs. On paper, these dwarfs should snap them in half.
Yeah, that's the thing. We've not watched... Well, I haven't watched any of your games. All I know is you both drew last week. Yep. So it's not like an indication of anything about skill or anything. It's just looking at the teams. I think they've got the counter team.
I think, you know, if the dwarfs don't win this week, I will weep. I will weep salty tears. Because they should win. They're gonna win. So that's my Triple B banker of the week, and that's Quiggy as well. So God help them. So there you go. So that is us done for the first week in Rebbl. I'd like to thank obviously Quiggy for being on. Amazing as always, buddy. So well, thank you for coming on, and thanks for everybody. Hopefully, as the season progresses, we'll have more to talk about. And if we can get a coach on, we'll get to do the battle of the coaches. But which brave coach will come on and face the Quigmeister?
Oh yes.
Oh yes, there will be blood. So thanks again, guys, and we will see you next week, hopefully for more blood, death, and gore. Take care, guys, and see you later.